G'day. It's your boy Danny D, aka Electrician Man, in the house for another live stream, Alakazul show. And I've got some absolutely awesome special guests in here with me today from Degen Protocol. Mr. Crypto Black Sheep in the house, and Donnie D. It's been a long time coming, brothers.
What up, man?
Good to see you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you also for being here. So quick shout out to the guys out in the chat there. Matt Ewing, thank you again for tuning in. Matt, Westside Ian, again, brother, I'm hoping to have you on here one day. I say that to you every single stream that I do. LCM, great to see you there, and thanks for the support always. So this is a bit of an unusual time for me to be doing my streams, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have quite a few people watching later on. So there you go. Again, it's really I've been waiting to do this for such a long time. You know, I mean, we've had our interactions, Sheep. You know, we've had our interactions, but we've never really sat down and talked about our projects or, you know, ways to work together. But, you know, man, there's some great possibilities and, you know,
absolutely
in the pipeline. So there you go. I mean, Donnie, obviously, been a long time, brother. So, you know, we've had our Friday Arvo drinks and all of that.
Yeah. Oh, have we ever?
Yeah, you guys used to always, because Sheep, because of the time difference, right? Those guys were always contacting me, and it was like early morning here, and you know, they're a few hours ahead, and they'd be saying, "Oh, come on, let's get in the fucking drinks, mate. Let's have our drinks now," you know. And so we'd start drinking in my morning, and then they'd all leave me. They'd all leave me, and I'd be like smashed on my own. And then all the Europe people come in, and we start drinking as well. So Fridays was like, you know, pretty epic for me for quite a while. Right. Every Friday was
shout out to Danny's liver.
Yeah, shout out.
There you go. Still shout out. Tarazia, good to see you. And Mr. Big out there, you guys, you know, very familiar with Mr. Big. So there you go.
We've met.
So where do you want to start, guys? Again, we'll just do this off the cuff. It's entirely up to you where we go with it. Okay. I just, you know, go with the flow. I really want to, you know, I guess just for the people out there, obviously everyone out there in the stream, they already know who you are, but just give us a little bit of a background into you and, you know, how you got into this thing and where we're going. So,
I'm BlackSheep. I started this, it'll be actually in 3 days is our 6th year anniversary of the Degen Protocol community. We weren't called the Degen Protocol when we started, but we went through a lot of different, you know, this and that and the other, every possible scam you could think of from the BitConnect days until now. Yeah. And so we just kind of, you know, got this whole thing figured out, you know, we think. But right when you think you got it figured out, you know, there's always more to learn. You know, you learn something new every day.
Absolutely. It's never ending, eh? You know.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, in the last couple of years, we met Donnie, and, you know, Donnie's a coder, and we just sat together one day. We're like, hey, why don't we start a you know, a community project, like, you know. And we toyed with a couple ideas that, you know, started on Kronos and went to BSC, and you know, because we were waiting basically for Pulse Chain to launch. You know, we waited 2 years for this thing to come out, but yeah, it's here, and pretty cool. So so now we decided if we finally got some good tech that we can depend on, that's you know, been tested and you know, works on you know, over there on BSC. So. And then we're adding more too. We're not just stopping here with core contracts. But Donnie, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, sweet. Cheers, man. Yeah. So what up, guys? As Danny mentioned, I'm Donnie D. I'm the developer and in-house engineer of Degen Protocol. Basically, everything that Degen Protocol does in terms of websites, smart contracts, or Telegram bots, that's all me. I mean, it has been for a while. Recently, in our latest adventures, we've actually been acquiring a bit more of the community talent. Our people have actually started to build with us. But yeah, basically, I got into crypto about about the same time as these guys starting up, actually. But I only met them about 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, I write smart contracts, I do dApps, and yeah, we just work on what we work on, and we have a good time doing it. So
awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably around the time that we started to communicate too.
Yeah.
I'd have to be good, probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like
Getting
that.
close.
Yeah, with what was that group, man? Drip Australasia.
That one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I started that with Folly, and then that's where I started to interact with you. And I remember you being there when I was going to do the interview with Forex, and I said, "Holy shit, dude, he's messaging me at God knows what time of the morning," and I got to jump on. And you were there keeping me company while we were waiting for him. So
yep.
yeah, there you go. Another big quick shout out here. Tony Morrow, thank you again. Thanks for your support always. And Drip Prodigy, the NFA show. Salute, brother. Good to see you there as well. So there you go. All right. So let's start talking about GOAT and give us a rundown on it. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not in it yet. Again, I've just been so focused on my stable swap stuff and with the drip pot luck stuff that we had been doing. And so I haven't had the chance to really go into it. So I guess this is my day for you guys to let me know what's going on and shill it to me and everybody else out there. And I'll definitely jump on. So
okay. Do you want to start off, Donnie?
Yeah, sure thing, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man. Yeah. So guys, GOAT token, it is the core asset and token of Degen protocol on Pulse chain. First, a little background. Basically, when we'd first started looking into creating a community project, we'd had our eyes set on launching something on Pulse chain, knowing that the community was built upon a lot of Hexagon attention and all, and Sheep coming from the Hexagon community as well. He always wanted to do something with that, so we thought Pulse chain was the way to go. Fast forward 2 years when Pulse chain actually launches, and now we're here with what we wanted to build, which is exactly that, a community-oriented project and token. So basically, GOAT token is, it starts as we based it on a fork of one of the Elephant Money contracts, and we made a few adaptations. But in effect, GOAT is a single asset backed token with an elastic supply. So what that means is that GOAT can be minted with deposit of W Pulse to back the tokens that are minted. And when you redeem the tokens, those tokens are burnt out of supply, and the corresponding pulse is then issued to you from the GOAT contract. In this way, what this basically means is that every single token is backed with some value. There's no inflationary properties that don't have value, right? It's not like a cake token that just keeps printing relentlessly. And additional to this is that with every mint and redeem of the GOAT token, right, there is a 5% fee on the W Pulse that is handled in those transactions, and that stays inside the contract, helping the TVL of the GOAT token and the overall price rise as well. One of the most unique things about GOAT is that it has an only up price, right? What I mean by this is that it's mechanically coded in such a way where that whenever someone is minting or redeeming, the price only goes up. So whether you're putting money into the ecosystem or taking it out, the price just keeps driving upwards. And those 5% fees on mint and redemption is what helps to back the rest of the contract for that increased value that everyone else can have later on. Like, let's say, for example, I mint at a 1-for-1. I jump out, there's 5% left behind. The price goes up. Someone else wants to redeem, and because the price and value is at a higher point, that fee that I endured would help them to actually get the pulse that they're entitled to, right? And so I've mentioned pulse and W pulse in the same sort of breath here, and I want to clarify for people that pulse is PLS and GOAT is backed with W pulse, which is just wrapped pulse, right? That's the equivalent of wrapped Ethereum if you were on the ETH chain, for example, or things like that. So really, it's been built as a community token, and as like I said, as the very core of our protocol. At present, we currently have $547,000 American dollars of single asset backing in the form of W Pulse behind GOAT. And that's at a 10.9 billion supply, with just over 65,000 transactions since the, I think it's 5-6 weeks since we launched, maybe 7 now, Sheep, is it?
Okay. 8 weeks.
8 weeks. There we go. Wow. See, and time just escapes us because we're constantly moving. There's just so much going on. I mean, GOAT token is just step one to what we've got going on here. We also have applications like the feeder, the lottery. We have LP staking, and then we also have a major collaboration coming up with David Feeder of Validator Store. We'll talk more about these concepts as well, and obviously answer some questions. But we're actually releasing a series that we're calling the GOAT Validator NFTs, right?
Okay.
And so basically what this will do is this will lower the entry barrier for those who are interested in helping to decentralize Pulse Chain even further than it already is. Some of you may be aware that Pulse Chain is a proof of stake based chain, right? So you set up a validator node, you stake Pulse, you earn from the gas fees, etc., that is issued as people transact, right?
Okay.
And so when you stake Pulse in a validator, you're earning a certain amount of PLS as well. But you need to stake 32 million PLS before you can start staking. That at the moment is a couple of grand. That's not cheap for some people. But our NFTs, like I said, they lower that entry barrier. We're batching the NFTs in sets of 64, although the minting is unlimited. So long as people want to mint them, they can mint them, right? But they're in batches of 64, priced in at 500,000 Pulse each. So that's 32 million Pulse per batch, right? And basically, we're going to be using that 32 million Pulse to create validator stakes. And then when the validators produce rewards, those get distributed back out to the NFT holders as GOAT token, right? We actually turn the Pulse rewards that we get from validators into GOAT, and then the GOAT token gets put into a contract where the NFT holders will be able to claim those rewards. And so obviously the more stakes we get, the more beneficial it becomes, and there's just a ton of features built in around that as well. So
sounds like it, man. It's pretty complex.
I can share my screen so I can give you a visual of it, of what we're doing. Just talking about it doesn't really do a lot for some people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Right. When you're ready, you put it there, and then I'll add it. Yeah. Ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, I'll do that.
This is my Twitter. I just got to switch over to here we go.
No problem.
So this is basically the GOAT token. Anything you want me to point out in particular, Donnie?
So let's actually just go back over real quick the prices, right? So in the left-hand section on the GOAT page here, right? By the way, this is our website that everybody can visit. It's degenprotocol.io. Definitely recommend you check it out if you want to learn more about the project or if you like what you see. But this is the GOAT page. So when you go to GOAT in the top bar, you'll find the left panel detailing about what your GOAT is, and on the right-hand side is the mint and redemption controls. So right underneath the Degen Protocol heading, you'll see your GOAT balance, right? You can see there that Sheep has, 12.1 million GOAT?
Yep.
Nice. Excellent, man. Good job. So
I have most of it in the liquidity pool. I have hundreds of millions in there.
There you go.
Is that right, guys? Is that address correct? It's scrolling along the bottom there now?
That's correct. Yep.
Beautiful. Yep. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Check that one out, guys.
So on the you've got 6 little information panels there, right? In the top left, you have how much Pulse your GOAT token is currently worth and the US dollar value of that, right? In the middle, on the top row, you have the mint and redeem price, which, as I described before, only goes up with every single mint and redeem. At the moment, it's at 1.3297. When GOAT token first launched, that was at 1.035. So people have basically endured a 30% gain in terms of the quantity of Pulse that's backing their tokens, is how we like to look at that. What you can see on the right-hand side in that top row there is the current DEX price, and that is measured at the moment from the GOAT W Pulse pair on Pulse X V2, right? The V2 router.
Okay.
So you might notice that the two prices are different, and that's actually intentional, right?
Okay.
As people mint and redeem and buy and sell their tokens, right, those prices are going to move. There's going to be a spread. There's going to be difference. And this is what encourages what we like to call natural arbitrage, right?
Right here.
When
You can see it right now, Donnie. We're
Yeah,
going to buy 793,062 here. We're going to sell it right here for 1,000 PLS profit. Yeah, that'll cover the gas and everything.
There we go. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Live
because the price is
arbitrage
so low
right here.
When it goes out of range. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
It does cost a little bit on the gas, but if you lower your, you can lower your gas fee and pay as little as you want. But sometimes you got to be careful because bots come in and they try to front run you.
Yeah,
and,
there is always that. Yeah.
So,
but basically,
if you turn up the gas a little bit, you don't have that problem.
100%, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those two price points, that basically there's a lot of the time where those two are different. And like I said, that basically encourages the arbitrage opportunities and provides volume on both a first party and third party basis for GOAT token. First party as in mint and redeem when it's more beneficial to do those actions, and third party when it's better to buy and sell on a DEX. Right?
Okay.
If you Sheep, can we scroll down the page a little further, please?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
You got it, Don.
All right. So as you guys can see there, we actually have 3 other price points further down the page described. One is PulseX V2, one is SparkSwap, and the other is the native mint redeem price. And what that actually does is it gives you an indication that there are multiple different markets out there for GOAT token. It's very compatible with everything thanks to the fact that we are ERC20 compliant and we have no fee on transfer, right? The only fees involved with GOAT is on that mint and redeem action, which is important to remember is different than buying and selling, right?
Yeah.
The 0% buy, sell, transfer fee to normal ERC20. So every single protocol and contract that deals with tokens out there is definitely able to do something with GOAT token if they chose to do that. So yeah, I mean, there are future plans involved for this page, including that of creating an aggregator style control. So that way you don't actually have to do this manual price hunt. It just automatically gets the best price, whether it is minting or buying or selling or redeeming, either way. But that's really what it is. It's our development curve is of constant quality of life improvement surrounding just making GOAT token easier for people. You can see here that there's been plenty of up and down action on that chart as well. People have been buying and selling, tops and bottoms and really keeping the range in. We have a field day with this every single day in our Telegram. We've constantly got a screen share going, and Sheep even gets alerts on his Dex screen.
It's a lot of fun.
When
so you set your alerts right here, and I mean, you don't make a whole lot, but you figure if Pulse does 100x someday, this is a lot of little you're making like probably 20, 30,000 PLS, sometimes 50,000 PLS. I had a couple big ones that I made along the way, but you can just sit here and arbitrage it, and if it jumps really low, like if somebody like unloads on the DEX and drops it to like 1.15 or something, you can just sit there and buy it and redeem it on the site for instant profit until it comes back up to within the 5% range. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Honestly, I've got nothing invested in Pulse at the moment. Right. Again, I've just been so busy with all my other stuff that I haven't had a chance to do it. But it's definitely something I'm looking into, and GOAT may be the first thing for me to go in. So super excited, man.
Yeah, and our feeder is I think is my favorite. The long term, passive income generator we got here. There's a lot of good stuff here. This is just part of it, I don't. Were you still talking about the GOAT, Donnie, or did you want to get into the feeder yet? Or I think we pretty much covered this.
Let's get into feeder. Yeah, I'm ready for the feeder. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. So guys, when we were first introducing about GOAT, I'd mentioned that this is the core of our protocol. It serves many different purposes, and we're building what we call peripheral or accessory contracts to GOAT token, things which complement the behavior which we need for our community, right? So the first of those things that bolt onto GOAT token is another contract which we've sort of borrowed and adapted from the Elephant Money ecosystem, is that of the futures contract, right? We've turned that into GOAT feeder, right? So basically, people put DAI in, people take DAI out in the feeder. And they get earnings at a rate of 0.5% per day. So basically, that means that if someone were to make a deposit, it'd be a straight 200 days to reach ROI. And then following that is 165 extra days of 0.5%. But then obviously the better advantage is when people actually start compounding and claiming according to a strategy, right? So minimum deposit is 200 DAI, but basically people can build up their earnings. They can compound it with a fresh 200 DAI deposit as well. And or they can claim their earnings at any time. Largely, how Goat Feeder operates and how it grows to pay out those extra liabilities, say after day 201, is that when people deposit DAI, it throws 90% of that into W Pulse and mints Goat token into the contract we're calling Goat Pen. You can see there on the right-hand side, Goat Pen in the yield box there, that currently has 2.16 billion Goat tokens racked up in there. That's about $167,000 worth, if I remember correctly, last time I checked. And the other 10% goes into the DAI buffer pool, which is the reading next to that one. The buffer pool basically serves out claims for the day, meaning that the Goat Pen supply doesn't always need to be tapped. And of course, the Goat Pen tops up the buffer pool when it is required. And that's actually something that's automatically determined by the Goat Feeder contract itself. So yeah, it's basically DAI in, DAI out, and it leverages the power of Goat and its single asset growth in order to pay out liabilities and profits. It does feature
that's permanently locked in, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so once you deposit, you can't take your initial out. You do have to play the strategy, right? But like I said, it is a straight 200 days to ROI if it's not for you. Or at the end of the day, it's if you do have the ability, it's definitely more beneficial to play to the strategy. One of the strategies which has been endorsed by bank teller of Elephant Money himself, and given a lot of the similarities between the contracts, we also do say that an optimal strategy is 3 weeks of compounding versus 1 week of claiming. So if you compound 3 times in a month and claim once in a month is the fastest way to quote unquote growth hack your account, right? So like I was about to mention as well, we do feature a referral program in Goat Feeder, right? And this one is actually pretty cool because when you hear the words referral program around a crypto project, 2 words like to come up in the minds of those really smart folks: liquidity leak. Not with this one, right? This one, we're doing it even better, right? So first of all, the referral reward. When you set an upline or a referrer in the the Goat Feeder, right? That person becomes your referrer. When you build up earnings in the Goat Feeder and you do a claim, right? 1% of that value is calculated, not taken from your claim, just calculated, right? So we understand the value. And then that 1% is split in half between you and your referrer, right? So you're both basically getting 0.5% as a bonus of whatever it is that you've claimed. But here's the kicker. You can't just take those earnings into your wallet. Those go into pending rewards, which is the right-hand number in the top row of the Goat Feeder main panel. To get those rewards, you got to compound, right? So as people like to bring in their massive teams, as people build up the network behind themselves using Feeder, right? Obviously, if they want to take advantage of that with their team mechanics, they've got to put the money in and play ball, just like everyone else. It's not like other ecosystems where you can bring in a massive team and claim all these rewards and then not contribute to liquidity. It's that never works, and that's not really sustainable. So we really tried to pull out all the stops here just to make sure that this keeps on going as long as is possible. That's really what it's all about. We feel like this is somewhat of a community bank in a way. Even BT himself has described this sort of technology as institutional grade mechanics. So it's
interesting.
And we have a lot of analytics. We have a lot of analytics that we're doing too. One of our community members. Our community members been working on. Love all the shout out to BH. He's been doing our like you can see the like the LP. The LP stuff where we got we're gonna have all this available on the site soon too. You can see the Goat Pen. What is this? This is the This is the supply. Oh yeah, so that is the goat pen. Oh yeah, that's our LP. That's our LP on Pancake, or not Pancake, Pulse X, and then this is our what is this right here? 130. Oh yeah, so this is the 130K. That's the value of the goat pen, minus the I think the what do you call it, Donnie? That's the goat. Minus the buffer pool. Minus the buffer pool.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then this is like basically our visual of how far ahead we are on liabilities. PLS did take a dip recently, so we kind of dipped below the and you can see, as you can see, it's kind of a little hard to see here, but yeah, we can see this line right here are the deposits in the feeder, and this is how far ahead we are ahead of that. So what I don't know if you mentioned that 90% goes into minting goat, and that's what goes in the goat pen, right, on every deposit. Yep. So as that value grows, that 90% grows, you're going to see this pink line just start just going like ape shit. It's going to go straight up while this is just trailing behind it, nice and slow, so that's what we're really excited about. I mean, this thing is it's working so well, like and we only have 90 people in the goat feeder, like once it starts to get some traction, and Pulse starts to take off, and these people see that they're leaving money on the table by not getting into it, because basically eventually it's going to get to the point that you'll have to put in money to get the money out of it, because it's just going to be so lit, so yeah, I mean, as you can see, like the numbers just going up. This is our goat pen, and this only gets hit once every now and then if somebody withdraws more than 1% of the buffer pool. And then, so as you can see, this only gets hit once. I think we have a big whale in here somewhere, and he's playing the game right. He's doing 3 compounds and one withdrawal. You can see he hit it on the 12th of November, and you can see he hit it again just the other, like today, I think is the 12th, right? You see, he hit it again, but that's it. It's so spread out because it gives so much time in between for the protocol to grow, naturally, organically, just grow in between each withdrawal. Like by the time we get up to his next withdrawal, it's just going to be, it's going to be even further up. So, like this thing doesn't take a beating at all. This one takes most of the beating, the die buffer pool. But as you can see, it's not really taking much of a beating at all. Right now, we're in our growth phase. We're in our adoption phase. So everybody's just compounding and building their bag, for the long term. I mean, if everybody has the same mindset, this thing can run for years and years and years. I mean, it's not the math is there. If Pulse does 100x from right now, we're going to have enough money to pay out everybody for at least 5-10 years, so, like I think I have a lot of confidence in this, and, shout out to all the support, all the, like we got community support here, building our, so you can get a visual on the actual numbers, because we don't want to, we could just talk and say that we got this all day long, but when you actually see the numbers and it's on the blockchain, and it can't be, it can't be manipulated. It's pretty cool.
Looks like you've got thought of everything. Yeah. So
yeah, man, we're loving it. Yeah. Yeah. And we got a lottery too. That reminds me, today I got to do our lottery draw. I got to do that. Maybe I can do it. Do you mind if I do that now?
Yeah, do it. No problem at all.
I got to give away some money. Yeah. Because it's our,
awesome. We all love that, right?
Yeah. Because we got a lottery that, oh wait, what is this? Okay. Yeah, we have a lottery that we do every day. We give away on my channel. I give away one free lottery ticket, and once these lottery tickets are all sold out, somebody's going to win $1,000. So basically, I might be giving away, a free $1,000 every day. So it's fun. It's what we do here. So just try to help.
This everything, is this something that you've done in partnership with that's in partnership with someone, right?
Yeah, that was Kaz from Sidekick, the lottery. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. We worked with Koz from Psychic Finance. He
awesome.
Yep. So every day on my you're good. Go ahead and catch your breath. Every day on my shorts, the goat, because I do my crazy shorts with my little cartoon goat.
And, I love him. I love him.
Every day he gives you a magic word, and you have to comment on the previous day's live stream. So yesterday's live stream with the magic word, and you can win a free. You can win a free ticket.
Hey, that's awesome.
So we'll see who wins it today. Looks awesome. Like we didn't get many commenters. Oh wait, you know what? Let me actually go back because there might be some filtered out. Let me check the comments if there's any filtered out for you. Actually, yeah. Let me go. How do we got? Okay. Okay, it looks like we only got one then. Or wait, no, there's definitely some filtered out ones. Hang on a second. Held for review. What the hell? That's so weird. It says I have 3 on here, but I don't know. Like, do you ever get weird stuff like this?
I do. Although, man, I'm not actually using the YouTube studio side of things. I don't use it. Yeah. Again, I'm just back on the StreamYard now. There's all those kind of features on Streamlabs.
We'll see who the winner is.
Yeah.
I need my drum roll. Where's my drum roll? Yep. All right. BH. He was the only one that commented, I guess. This will show up later on. But yeah, thank you, BH. Awesome. I will send you your lottery ticket. I will send, and this is like, we can show you how the lottery works now too. I think I got his.
Okay.
I got his somewhere. Hang on. BH. Where's he at? Yeah, I love my community. Where is it? Okay, cool. Here it is. I got you, BH. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I basically one for you, one for me, right? So I buy one for him, and this you can put the little buy a ticket from someone else, click it over, and hit buy a ticket, and it will send him a lottery ticket. And then I just click that off, and I buy one for myself. So I do this every day. I give one away, and then I buy one for myself. So
sweet.
Hopefully, if I win, it'll just give me more money to give more away. And every lottery ticket that's purchased actually loads up more goat into the goat pen too. So
I had a lot of fun putting this UI together. This was like, especially the mechanics for buying for someone else as well. One of the things I'd noticed, because the guys actually asked me about it one day, they're like, "Oh, wouldn't it be great if we could buy tickets for other people?" And I said, "Well, hold on a second. The buy ticket function does have a to address argument on it, right? Like you can put in where you want the ticket to go." And so I thought, well, hold on a sec. Let's just put it on the site. Let's let everybody be a promoter. Let's let everybody buy tickets for other people, And so that was actually the first of our dynamic controls where you don't have to worry about special dashboards or whatever else. You just flick the switch.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Hey, I've got to say, I thought I was the master of tabs, but man, you got it on me.
Oh, that's not even close, man. No, because I got this one right here, then I got this one back here, and then I also have on my main screen. I have a big 52-inch wide screen that has 200 all groups and everything. Because I'm a busy man. I got a lot of shit, and I can't just
that one browser window is tabs on a slow day.
I use it all though. I use it all. I use every bit of it.
Absolutely, man. I totally agree. Like on my side here, I've got Firefox running, I've got Brave running, and I've got Chrome running, and I've got multiple tabs on all of those as well.
You fellas, your computer RAM is crying right now.
It is. Plus, I got my studio open in the background. I got a beast of a computer though. I got so much shit running at one time, and it does it. So I'm like, fuck, I'll just keep giving you more work then.
Yep.
No, it's awesome. I'm actually looking at getting a second laptop as well that I'm going to connect up to here, and then just connect it up. So it's just, it's like a second screen. So it just releases a little bit of the pressure I'm putting on my main computer. And this is a kick-ass computer. But, you kind of have to balance things out, man. I got so much.
I'm looking for your comment, Mr. Biggs. Where's my comment? I don't know. It's sometimes YouTube just glitches out. I seen your comment earlier too, and why it didn't come up in the thing, I don't know. But I'm gonna look into it, Mr. Big. Man, you don't want to short this guy on his lottery ticket. He'll lose his shit, dude.
You'll never hear the end of
it. Big shout out again to Mr. Big. Right. G'day, brother. He Mr. Big's come onto the show a couple of times already. So he's starting to actually become a regular on the show. So very, very good
to see man. I don't know what's going on here.
But yeah, and on that, guys, I'm gonna do one of these for
you.
All right, I'm gonna do the Alakazam for you guys.
Did you comment your address, Mr. Big? It might have filtered it out. I think you don't. I think don't comment your address anymore. Probably. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, because they interpret the wallet addresses as spam now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
I've
they
seen
thought you
that
were
a
a
few
scammer.
times.
My internet's lagging, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, that basically that's what we have right now. We got the validator NFTs coming next, which are coming.
Awesome.
Let me see if I've got the dev copy of the site open. I'll see if I can share a preview of that. What do you reckon?
Okay.
Let me see if I've got that open at the moment. You guys will get a preview of what the NFT page is going to look like. Oh, has Sheep frozen?
Yeah,
I think
it kind of seems that way. I think he has.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. No worries. We can deal with that.
No problem.
We're still here.
That's what I love about
All
StreamYard too, bro. Even if someone freezes out, this thing keeps going. So I remember, dude, I was doing a stream with Forex and someone cut my internet outside. Right?
Oh, what?
Like, yeah, dude, they pulled the freaking cable outside. I'm thinking, what the hell? And yeah, they said, "Oh, sorry, we're testing." I said, "Well, you're supposed to give me notification, right?" And I'm in the middle of this stream, and Lucky was on there at the same time, so they, kept things going. But
yeah, he'll be back in a minute.
But that may have cut his side of the stream. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I got my screen there.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I'll put it up there. Just a sec.
Yeah, internet rugs. He'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, guys, this right here, what you're seeing on the screen, is a preview of the Goat Validator NFT page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk you guys through this real quick, but basically, yeah. So, like I was explaining before, we're doing them in batches of 64. Although the minting is unlimited, so long as there's demand, people can buy them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you do that simply by typing in how many you want, and then you hit mint item, right? There's actually a special feature behind this button and this control here, which I'll explain in a sec, right? But basically, your 500,000 pulse, it goes into the validator treasury, which we then forward into the validator stakes. And then the stakes obviously do their thing. They produce rewards. Rewards get turned into GOAT, which gets sent back to the treasury here. And then anyone in the community can click the distribute button to push GOAT out to claimable rewards for people, right? That's not actually an admin controlled action. Anyone can do that so long as there's a GOAT balance there.
Yep.
Right. So that's reducing dependency on sole parties and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys can see over on the right-hand side is items minted, USD in, USD out. That's actually probably going to change to pulse in and pulse out or something like that. Just to make it more accurate. But what's really special about this, like I'd mentioned, the mint NFTs and sell NFTs box here, we've crafted a specialized contract which keeps the entire NFT supply liquid at all times. And what I mean by this is too often out there, you get NFT projects which, you buy the NFT, it has its hurrah phase, and then it dies. Or if interest fizzles out, and then you're thinking, well, hold on a second, I got this JPEG here, and I don't want it, but I can't get anything for it. No more. What we've got here is how we're going to deal with that. If you, by some chance, don't want your validator NFTs anymore, if you want out for some reason, that's totally fine. Whatever. People make choices all the time. So if that's the case, you'd come over here to the sell NFTs box. You choose which one you want to sell from a list here, and you can see that I got none owned or detected at the moment, right? But then you'd click on list item, right?
Okay.
And what this actually allows you to do is to list your validator NFTs for resale. Now, let's say there are some listed for resale, and someone comes along to mint. Well, instead of minting the fresh item, right, off the rack, it'll resell the first item in the queue from the sell NFTs box here, right? So then the person that listed it gets the majority of the mint fee minus a small cut which goes to the GOAT pen. And again, more things that go into the GOAT pen creates more GOAT liquidity, means that the feeder has a better chance of being able to pay out liabilities plus profits, right?
Okay. Yep.
But it also just means that, like I said, you're never stuck holding an NFT that you don't want. If you want out, you just list it, sell it, and away you go. But yeah, basically, the validator NFTs, you buy them, you can have as many as you want. There's no ownership caps, no limits, nothing like that. You can mint a whole pod of 64 if you wanted to. You just type in, I want 64 NFTs, and for that you'll pay 32 million pulse. Then you're only paying the 32 million and the gas fee on top of that. That powers the stakes, the rewards come in, and you're constantly getting GOAT token. So it puts constant pressure on increasing the single asset price of GOAT. It constantly adds more liquidity to the single asset backing, where fees are taken in resale. It boosts the ability of Feeder to pay out properly. And overall, the validator NFTs are just another great complement to everything else which is going on in the ecosystem as well. But that's basically the validators in a nutshell. There's more features which are coming along here as well. And just like on the lottery page, I'm actually going to add a switch underneath the box here where you can mint an NFT for someone else. And then you can punch in their address and send them a validator NFT if you wanted to.
Nice. That's awesome.
So
hey, I've got to say as well, guys, all your graphics work is freaking brilliant. Beautiful. All the graphics work. I mean, who's doing it?
We got some talent in the house. We've got Zilla, who does all of the thumbnails for the YouTube show and a lot of the graphics. We've got, I think there's a couple of people that have helped us with logos and icons, but lately the star of the shows have been, in particular, Mr. C and BH. What Mr. C did is he actually showed everybody how to use the Bing AI image creator to create obviously generated images. And we actually have, I think the last count was up to over 6,000 artificial intelligence generated images about goats and different types of goats, different goat fusions and transformers and all this sort of thing, different themes. And what's actually really cool is that those goat images, right, you can see a small thumbnail of 9 of them here, right? There's a lot more than that. But those images that are generated from the AI, those are the ones that will be inscribed on the NFTs that people mint for the validators. So
beautiful. Yeah.
There is that.
I love AI, man. I love AI. I'm using Leonardo AI, and that it's freaking beautiful, bro. Absolutely beautiful. And it's cheap, and the stuff that you can come up with is just ridiculous. Where we've come in the past couple of years with AI technology is just amazing, and it's just getting better and better.
We're working on a new. I'm having Zilla work on a new background for the site right now too, so we can get it more. Yeah, because that's a sheep just on a goat. So we're working on that.
Nice. That's going to be awesome.
But no, definitely love it. Now, I've noticed as well. I've seen you a few of the streams out there. You guys have been on other channels, etc. And I noticed you guys have been talking about collabs as well. What kind of, what angles are you guys going with in regards to collaborating with other projects?
Well, I think first and foremost, what we're after is really just whoever's going to, and I'm going to use some French here for a minute, whoever's just doing epic or good shit for people on Pulse Chain is really first and foremost where we're looking, Yes, for sure. We're not really into creating like inflationary tokens or things for ourselves, but, there are a lot of projects out there that might create a farm or a DEX or a this or a that. And really, if they can find a way to involve GOAT token in that, then, I mean, we really explore that option. We check them out and we see how they can fit. We've actually already endured one project which kind of tried to abuse that privilege, but it's enough to be said about them. But we actually have at present, I think we have 9 different partners across our entire network at the moment. Nice. Our first major one was actually SparkSwap. So if you know AJ and the gang, we're actually very close with them. We got them at the Degen round table. The round table is basically just a chat room where we gather all of our partners and ourselves. So, we can discuss everything that's going on. So we started with SparkSwap. Yep. We expanded to Impulse Finance. We started a partnership with Pulse Farm, with a Trofa. And that's important to say, a Trofa, not a Tropa. There's a big difference there. So the Atro Farms, what else have we got? Obviously we've got Sidekick as well with King Cos and his brother and crew.
David Feeder?
Yeah, we got David Feeder from validatorstore.com. Really, well, actually, if you go to the homepage sheet, you can actually see the prominent partners at the bottom of the page. Well, hold on, it's my screen share at the moment, so let me do that. So as you can see, we go down the bottom here. There we go. We got Spark Swap, Sidekick, Validator Store, Ultra Farms, Pulse Farm, Impulse Finance. Like I said, just people that are doing good things for the community. You know, we don't like rugs, we don't like scams. We've endured enough of that. You know, finding our feet in the space and all that sort of thing. You know, we're here to do good for our community, and really, it's just people that have those values at heart and at mind as well. Is really what we're looking for. We're not so much looking to invest in other people's things or buy large amounts of other people's project or provide liquidity. Really, it's about mutual attention economy value exchange at the moment. You know, like your logo is here on our site, so you put our logo somewhere, or you know, we've used your token somewhere, so you use ours somewhere. You know, it's the attention economy that we're after right now, because, like Sheep explained, we're in our adoption phase. We need as many eyes and ears on what we're putting out there as possible. And so these people have been excellent so far in getting it out there. We have several farms out there that you can use GOAT token with, different tokens. I believe if you pair GOAT with Spark token, you can actually earn Spark over a Spark swap. And the same with Pulse Farms, you can actually earn a token called Cowtip. So that's their native token. There's just a lot of different things going on there, and whoever wants to share good values and good community, we want a piece of that.
Okay, awesome. I'm just, obviously you guys know I have stable swaps, so I'm trying to work out in my mind a way that we can end up collaborating. I mean, as part of our roadmap, Q2 of next year, we're actually doing a Def5 Fund management as well. So we'll be looking at other projects outside of what we're doing, and then just adding that as another component into stable swap. So I'm sure somewhere along the line we'll be able to do something. You know, I'm super open to that, and I love working with people that I know in the space. You know, obviously there's always that trust factor, and you know, with yourself, Donnie, you know, we go back a long time, and I've mentioned to you many times over the years that, you know, I see somewhere along the line we're going to be able to do some things together. And you know, so obviously there's that trust factor. So man, you know, all power to you guys. I love what you're doing. I think it's awesome. You've obviously put a lot of thought and time and effort into this, and you know, similar to what we're doing, man, we cross the T's and dot the I's and make sure that we're covering every angle. And I see that with this. And you know, as you know, with my channel here, I'm neutral. I allow people to talk about their projects, etc. But you know, I'm also a little bit selective on that. And you know, I'm not going to have everybody on here. It's only things that I feel good about. But yours is definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. So.
Yeah, man. Well, let me just outline really quickly as well. When we're looking at collaborations and partners and things like that, we do have somewhat the capacity to go extra steps where we can see like really good value put out there. And what I mean by that is a little detail on our LP staking page here. So really quickly, like people can pair up GOAT with Pulse on Pulse XV2 router and stake to earn some extra GOAT here. So I'm actually sponsoring the rewards from that at the moment while we build up. But this is what I'm talking about, partner integrations, right? We partnered with Impulse Finance, and we were trying to figure out ways that we could embrace them as a partner more than just having them list our Spark Swap farm as one of their vaults that they do. Because Impulse is auto-compounding vaults on Pulse Chain, kind of like Beefy, right? So we built a thing where the LP staking pool, when it takes a fee, some of that fee is invested in Impulse Finance into their staking pool, which earns us PLS. And then we use that PLS every day to buy to mint more GOAT token, which that GOAT token becomes the rewards for the staking pool. And so that cycle basically means that we're creating a bag of asset inside of Impulse. It keeps building up and recharging on a perpetual basis, so long as they continue to offer that pool. And rewards basically power themselves. That's just one DeFi integration and what I like to call money Legos. And like I said, that's just one of the things which we have the capability to do, is just extra steps where we can see good value being provided.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
So,
Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to get into this myself, guys. Not financial advice to anybody out there. Obviously, do your own research and do your due diligence. But for me personally, I have zero reservations in regards to what the guys are doing here, and I'll be supporting it personally. Entirely up to you, the people out there, what you want to do, but I'll definitely be going into it, and I'll be talking about it more and more on my shows as I get into it. So there you go. Just one here. I want to bring this up from Mr. Big.
Thanks, man.
Any timeline on the BUSD exchange? Is that for you guys? I'm not sure. Is that?
That's for you.
Oh, that's for me. Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. I thought it was a little bit.
By the way, Mr. Big loves stable swap. Mr. Big has been speaking about it a lot in the chat, actually. But basically, his favorite line is, if you don't get in, folks, you're gonna miss the boat.
Yep, you're gonna miss the boat.
And again, a big shout out to you, Mr. Big. Just in regards to that, the BUSD exchange timeline, that'll be coming within the next week or so. What that is about is that obviously there's some people out there with concerns with BUSD at this point in time. Personally, on our side of things, we're not super concerned about it, but because of trying to please everybody, we're actually jumping the gun, and we're going to be converting all of the BUSD that we have, and we're swapping it over to USDT. Okay, just before anything happens. So that's what we're going to be doing, and then we're going to be we'll do the official announcement soon, but we're going to stop BUSD deposits as well into StableSwap. So just just to keep people happy, and thinking ahead of time, BUSD, it could be an issue, but at this point in time, we're not too concerned about it. But we will do that conversion ahead of time. So,
nice. It is disappointing that these sort of actions have to be taken as well. I mean, especially considering that, BUSD for the longest time was considered like one of the best stable coins to be around, like that's literally what people would move into, or like, when there was downward movement with BNB, and what do we have now? A bunch of regulatory pressure and uncertainty because, some dinosaurs in a cabinet or a Congress don't understand how technology works.
Yeah.
So absolutely. How do you send an email again?
Looking at again, we're in the crypto space, and a lot of people do frown on regulation. But even when you look at like the project we're doing with StableSwap, regulation is key for what we're doing on that. And I'm a believer that there should be an element of regulation. It being over-regulated is another thing, but regulation to protect people, I think I'm all for that. Obviously there's differences of opinion out there, but that's just it. Like on my side of things, that's regulation can be a good thing. So and fortunately, where I am at the moment, guys, I'm obviously in a country where we're lucky, where the government is actually forward thinking and getting behind blockchain technology and crypto and seeing the real opportunities there. So
100%. Yeah,
man, it's beautiful. Just in regards, we've discussed this before, and I'm going to be on your show as well later this week, as far as I know.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it more then. But like StableSwap, just to touch on it. Mm-hmm. I'm wanting to work with other projects and other protocols such as yourselves and others out there where, some of them out there that don't have any other form of external revenue to help support their project. And I think that's a key element with a lot of projects, so it takes away that Ponzonomics and, relying on liquidity just coming in and using that to pay out rewards. So,
absolutely. We can piggyback off each other down the road,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about ours being that it was a fair launch, we have no marketing, no like money to put into anything else. That's why I'm kind of trying to build shit up myself in the background. But for now we're doing fine.
Yeah, man.
Well, this might actually be a conversation that we could have in the meeting room as well. Even post stream, or someday or whatever. Like I said, the ability for us to develop custom things to fit solutions as well is definitely there. I mean, at the moment, it stands that the only work I have to do right now is uploading the NFT pictures and getting those signed in to like the NFTs or whatever. But then other than that, I'm pretty much just coding whatever I want right now. So, we should look at the way that that StableSwap works and see if there's some kind of integration that we can write. Initially speaking, like straight off the bat, we can tell you that if StableSwap was somehow finding a way to build up a feeder position or even just grab a big bag of goat is definitely a good step forward, especially if you haven't already tapped the Pulse chain market. One of the things which we actually like to say is that goat token is significantly more resistant to impermanent loss in a liquidity pair situation than Pulse, right? You've got downward movement of Pulse in terms of US dollar value. You got downward movement. You got downward value, right? But when you've got GOAT token, knowing that everybody else and whatever they're doing, while it doesn't matter to you, it's all creating like complete volume that increases that single asset price. Okay. When you're holding GOAT or using GOAT as opposed to Pulse, you have that single asset price ticking upwards, which means that you've kind of got an upward hedge against any downward movement of the underlying asset, right? So that alone, a bag of GOAT for StableSwap is definitely a good first step. But I think that would be, to use some strong language, I think that would be insulting just to stop there and call it a day. So we should definitely have a bigger conversation,
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look, we're bringing in lots of different products and projects into StableSwap, which I'm sure we're going to be able to do something along the line with you. I mean, we're bringing in micro lending, business to business lending, business to consumer lending. The OTC itself. I mean, being able to add GOAT onto the OTC if that's something that we could look into in the future. So things like that, man. It's there's so much opportunity for us to do things together. And again, I'm all about collaborating, not competing, man.
That's exactly
I'm getting too old to compete against people, man. I don't care anymore. I just want to work with people.
That's how we ended up with 9 partners. We literally said, enough of the bullshit, enough of the tribalistic mentality, enough of the cultism. What a lot of people forgot why crypto is here and why they got into crypto is because they're looking for something, and it's certainly not battles, infighting, and just mind rot. They're actually here to find freedom or value. Or safety in mathematics and security. Like there's so much good that can happen when people work together, as opposed to one of my favorite metaphors is the bucket of crabs mentality. You can stay at the bottom and keep dragging others down because they're making progress, or you can start helping each other out of the bucket and move on. So
and totally. And I'm going to drink to that one, guys. This is only my 3rd one, which is really crazy. But
that reservoir is getting low, man. You're gonna have to put some more in that,
bro. I got some more sitting over on the side there. And remember,
here he is. Man's
I've
prepared.
got Papa Smurf. I got Papa Smurf tied up out the back, and I beat him up every time I need more Alakazam. Alakazam to you guys.
Wow, Alakazam.
That's funny. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
His blood and sweat is what feeds my Alakazam. So there you
go.
Todd, good to see you out there, brother. Shout out again to everyone out in the stream. Thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, we've been going for an hour. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on with the project?
We simulcast it to our people out there too. So
awesome.
It's been good.
Absolutely awesome. I think hey, isn't
kill
Friday
2 birds with 1 stone
for you guys?
What's that? Yeah.
Isn't Friday a special day for you guys? Is that right?
It'll be the American Friday.
It's our 6-year anniversary stream. So
okay. So all right. So that's your
we don't really have anything planned, but everybody's welcome to stop by if they want to say hi,
I'll drop in. That'll be my Saturday here. So
cool.
your Friday.
Right
and I think your my Friday here, so I'm jumping over onto your stream anyway. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So, cool. Yeah.
Yep. This Friday.
Oh, you're coming over Friday?
Yeah,
I'm gonna come over on
he's gonna
Friday.
come over.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then that's fine. Yeah, then we can have you on our anniversary stream.
Woo!
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. I'll bring some Alakazoo.
Excellent. I will make sure the beer fridge is well stocked.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that. Because I missed your 1000th show. I really wanted to be on that with you guys and help you celebrate that, but I can't remember where I was. I think I was out of town, actually. I think I was out of town. I just couldn't get back.
You were out of town at that stage. Yeah, you couldn't even get to the computer at that point. Like,
that's right.
You were off doing something. I forget what it was though, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it may have been. When was that?
I think you were actually on a trip with something to do with Alakazam at the time.
Yeah, I think I was.
Because you called me shortly around that time.
Yeah, it was like I think because I was only just getting home or something when your show was starting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
something like that, and I just couldn't handle it, man. I was just too smashed.
Yeah, no, you were hammered, bro.
Yeah. So, but no, definitely this Friday, I'll be there, man. I'll be there. And
cool.
Let's
do it.
Hopefully, be able to educate your community as well in regards to what I'm doing. So, it's super exciting, man. Brilliant. What we're doing.
We'll bring your number one fan, Mr. Big, with us.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah. All right, champions, man. I think we're pretty much done.
I'm finished up. I need a
break. Good to me.
Yeah, Donnie, good luck on your test today.
Thank you very much, brother. I'll be mowing people down 10 at a time. Strike.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and it's been a long time coming, and super pumped that you guys were able to come here. And man, I'm definitely going to get in as well. Just give me a week or so to settle down all the stuff I'm doing here, but I'll definitely be coming on board with you guys, and and then I'll start doing some.
Yeah, we can talk about working together with you down the road or whatever. We're not going anywhere. This is episode 1149 now, so
there you go. So yeah, there's definitely no rush, man. We're both here to stay. We're all here to stay. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there in the stream, again, a big shout out to all of you. LCM, thanks again for all your support, brother.
Nice to meet you all.
And yeah, guys. So if you haven't already, guys, check out Degen Protocol. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom there, and also catch them on Telegram. Degen Protocol Telegram's been around for ages. I'm in there every now and then. So yeah, please go over there and keep updated. All right, guys. I think we're done. I'm gonna do the outro. If you guys can stay on there just for a minute after we do the outro, and
for sure.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen out there. I think I've got the right outro here. There you go. All right, peace out. No. Let me do one more. I'll have to do one more, man. This is tradition. This is customary.
Oh yeah.
Alakazam, ladies and gentlemen.
Alakazam.
Later.